This was the first visit to Cuba for Pope Francis, and it will be his first visit to the United States as well. We continue our team coverage now with News Channel 8's Jennifer Lee. She is live in Washington, D.C. A lot of excitement in the nation's capital, Jen.
Oh, there certainly is, Keith. And I want to show you some of the preps that are already underway. It's a drizzly evening here in Washington, D.C., but we are already starting to see signs. There are generators and barricades staged throughout the city ready. And then off there in the distance, you see just off the Capitol lawn, lots and lots of fencing and plenty of portable bathrooms, anticipating the tens of thousands of people who will be down here on the National Mall. You know, Catholics around the country are really looking forward to the Pope's historic visit here, and their expectations are high. In fact, we met a provincial superior of the Jesuits when he was in Tampa this month, and he told us this Pope brings with him a message worth being excited for. At a special Mass at Tampa's Jesuit High School.
This is the 117th Mass of the Holy Spirit at Jesuit.
A special guest, Father Ronald Mercier, a provincial superior of the Jesuits who, like so many others, eagerly awaits the Pope's very first U.S. visit.
Everyone who has met him, whom I've talked to, just melts in his presence.
For many Catholics, Pope Francis has already established himself the people's Pope. But Jesuits in particular consider him one of their own because he is.
He's the first Jesuit. He's the first Pope who has been a member of a religious community in almost 200 years.
And that sense of community, many believe, is what makes the Pope so relatable, so accessible, and will largely dictate what people can expect from his visit.
I think what you're going to get is someone who his impact will likely be a very personal one that really seeks to connect with people about the message of the Catholic faith and its implications for the modern world.
So as Catholics of all ages absorb and even debate the Pope's seemingly progressive messages on everything from climate change and gay marriage to abortion and divorce, Jesuits are prepared to see a man living by the convictions they share.
This Pope really wants to engage the world, to challenge it, but also to make God's mercy very real to it.
Father Mercier has a pretty unique perspective in all of this. He holds the same position here in the United States that Pope Francis held in Argentina before he became Pope. And Keith, I got to tell you, he says that we should expect to hear a continued message of mercy and compassion from this Pope, and a lot of attention showered on the poor and the disenfranchised.
It doesn't matter where the Pope goes, he draws a crowd, and I'm sure everyone wants to get as close as possible. Will there be opportunities for the people to actually hear the messages for themselves from the Pope directly within earshot and eyesight?
Well, certainly within eyesight, at least here along the National Mall. On Wednesday, after the Pope visits with President Obama, his motorcade will bring him along a short parade route very close to the National Mall, and people will be able to have a glimpse of him. But they're going to have to be here very, very early for that. There are some security restrictions. It's free to the public, but they have to be in between either 4 a.m. and 10 a.m. or they won't get access to this area. But once they are in this area, they are going to be able to view big jumbotron screens because there are some live streaming videos of the Pope that will remain in place throughout the day. So people here on the mall can even watch as he celebrates Mass as he moves throughout his day. It's going to be pretty neat here.
Looking forward to it. Jennifer Lee live in Washington, D.C. tonight. Thank you.